Yes. Club 50 Sports. We are back for another week. We are right where we always are, and we are talking about our favorite thing. We are discussing sports, but as always, I can't do it without my main man, Manny. Talk to the people. What's up?
What's going on? Yes, guys, we are here for another week, and Adam, it's the fall. I feel that the good weather here in our city, Miami. The weather is changing. It's a great feeling. We
I can
got
appreciate it.
we got opening day of basketball coming up in a couple of days. I'm very excited, man. But for now, we are going to talk about some more things about in the football world, guys.
So let's do it. We're headed back to the National Football League, and this week, and I'll tell you, sometimes people just don't get a real chance to get their feet set. Sometimes people have a short rope, tied on their waist. And what we found out was Brian Callahan was fired as head coach of the Tennessee Titans after a 4-19 record over his first, let's say, year and change, because he didn't actually make it through his second year. Manny, we've seen a lot of head coaching moves. We've seen things happen very quickly. We've seen years ago Jared Mayo with the Patriots get fired after just 1 year so that they could move into a Mike Vrabel situation. In your opinion, did the Titans move too quickly on this? Did the front office not have enough of a cushion or a rope for Brian Callahan?
I want to say yes, Adam. I think it's too soon, Adam. Um, there's a reason, Adam, why you drafted Cam Ward with the first overall pick, Adam. You know what that means, Adam? When you drafted in the first top five, me and you know, because we have been watching this for almost 35 years. Your team fucking sucks, Adam. Your team is straight up garbage. Your roster is very flawed from up and down, Adam. Who do they have on the roster, Adam, that is worth mentioning? But Cam Ward. That's the only Tennessee Titan that I know for a fact from my head that I could say, you got that guy. You just drafted that guy to lead your franchise, Adam. Who's the running back, Adam? The wide receivers, their corners, their tackles. I don't even
Well,
know who these guys
well,
are.
well I play fantasy football, so I can tell you who they are. But I
They're
get
not
your
Justin
point.
Jeffersons. They're not Justin Jeffersons.
Was
That's what
that?
I mean. They're not
Oh no,
Justin
yeah,
Jefferson.
yeah. You got Tony Pollard. You got Tyron Spears and whatever. But I get your point. Go ahead.
They're not Adam Pro Bowl players, Adam. That's what I'm trying to say, Adam. That's who you build around. You build around your franchise around Pro Bowl players, and this team is starving for talent. I would have given this guy one more year. Next year, like year three. Let's see where the franchise is at. You might win. Let's just say you win 4 games this season. Next year you win, let's say 7. You go back to the drop board because you are going to get another top 5 pick. You're going to get your wide receiver to help out Cam Ward. You're going to get a bruiser back. You're going to get a tackle. You're going to get more pieces and build your team, Adam. But 1.5 years, or not even a half, because we not even have to halfway through the season, and you just cut bait. I don't. It was for me. It was like a head scratcher because these NFL owners, I don't today, they are expecting miracles within winning 1.5 year. I'm like, oh, we need to win like 6-0, be 5-2, 4-2. No, your quarterback still has to a lot to develop, Adam. Like Drew Brees said the other day on not national TV. Your quarterback between college and the NFL needs to have at least minimum of 50 starts. 50 starts, 50, for you to find out who he really is. Me, in the coaching area, I gotta give my guy at least 3 seasons, 3 full seasons. but you have to show also improvement. Let the season play out, see where you stand, and then we'll go from there. Adam. But like 17 games in, and then five more games in, nah, Adam. I think it's just too quick. I was very surprised, Adam. What do you say, Adam, to this?
When I first saw it,
Yeah,
I was like, man, 4-19 is really bad.
yeah, it is.
That's pretty trash. Um, but you also have to take in all the other variables, many of which you mentioned. Um, but I'm going to go to this point.
Okay.
Why draft a quarterback number one overall and then do something like this? Because you have to understand the detriment that you do to a young man when you do a move like this. This is not good. Again, I speak to this so many times when we're talking. You can ruin and mismanage players' careers.
Yes.
And this is the beginning of a mismanagement of Cam Ward's career. Now he has to go through a complete regime change. Not so much this year because a lot of the same coaches are going to stay on board. But next year, when a new head coach comes in, they're going to bring all their people with them. They're not keeping the people on who are currently on the sideline. So who he sees on the sidelines this year is not going to be who he sees on the sidelines next year. And the people that he sees on the sideline next year, you have to decide. They have to decide whether or not Cam Ward is their quarterback, if they even want, because this is the coaching staff and the front office that drafted Cam Ward. So now you have to go out there and find a coach who's willing to be able to develop your number one overall pick. And I think it's a really, really tall task to ask. So I look at the front office like, if this is as short of a leash as this man had, 6 games into the regular season, why did you draft a quarterback? For me, if you knew that he was teetering on thin ice, my personal opinion, get get offensive linemen, get linebackers, get defensive tackles.
Right.
Don't draft a number one overall pick, especially when next year's quarterback class looks better than this quarterback class did, or at least off first look at
Right.
it. Don't mismanage Cam Ward's future. And I feel like this is what the Tennessee Titans are doing. It's a bad move for me just from that perspective. I'm not saying that maybe they just, for other reasons, realized that Brian Callahan didn't have the team or didn't have the presence with the team or what have you. I get that. But you could have saw that in OTAs. You could have saw it a lot sooner than this. And I agree with you. If that is the case, if he wasn't the guy, at least allow him to finish off this season to see exactly where this goes. There's no point in making a midseason change when nobody had your championship window as this year.
Or next year, or next year. Like I said, they're gonna be drafting top five again, and that's the way that it's gonna be. Adam, you
Get
have
you an offensive lineman. That's all I can say. Start with
go
the
and get yourself
trenches.
a franchise left tackle. That's who
Yes,
you have to go and get. And
protect that quarterback.
no, yeah, man. So guys, let us know what you guys think. What is your opinion on the matter? So, should he stay on board at least this season to see where his quarterback stands, or you know what? It was just time to go in a different direction, guys. Please let us know as Club 50 Sports will be right back.